So you said you wanted to see more behind the scenes footage of what it was like a day in my life.
Busy day. Today we are filming the podcast. I have content to make and I will take you all with me along the way. But first, we are starting off the day with some granola and coffee.
Usually I'm an oatmeal girl, but honestly the dishes weren't done, and so granola it was. I needed to be efficient instead of going for aesthetics. So I arrived to the studio and my mom shows up to all of me and Danny's recordings. She brings her camera. That's how we get our BTS footage. But my dad was a surprise guest of the day, and he came bearing gifts, which I absolutely loved.
Gosh, so cute.
I was not expecting that at all.
So cute.
But it was so thoughtful. And you know what? I feel like it just really proved how important it is to have people believe in your dreams. Like the fact that this is the second season of this Like Us pod that my sister and I have together, and my dad is now putting our faces on t-shirts. So sweet. And my parents just talk to everyone about it. I don't know. The importance of one, working with your family, being able to work with your family, but then also having family support. It's something that I do not take for granted. My parents used to be at all my softball games, and so for them to show up to a podcast recording, it just felt par for the course for them. We ended up recording 2 episodes that day, and after all of my days of recording the podcast, I usually need to decompress a little bit, and my favorite way to decompress is singing in the car. I love a little carpool karaoke. I love to get those endorphins, and one time I got told that having an open throat chakra is the way that you empower yourself to stick up for yourself, and so I always really appreciate that, so I love to sing. On the way home, I realized that I needed to eat, and so I stopped to get sushi because a busy day calls for a meal that will leave you satisfied and full.
I don't know how good that was or not.
So I went to Sugarfish, where a man thought I worked there, and usually I let that slide, but I gave him so much attitude. I was like, do I look like I'm at work? Like, I looked way too cute to be like at work at that moment. I was offended. Nothing wrong with working at Sugarfish, but still.
So got a little sushi, and then we're gonna get back to work.
Anyways, this is what my lunch looks like. I got it to go light. It was delicious.
It already smells so good. I cannot wait to eat this.
I know so many people like to say that Sugarfish isn't that good, but they're wrong.
Eating
and it's okay
delicious
to be wrong.
Sushi.
I did need to eat though, and once I ate lunch, then it was time to get back into work. So for this first video, this was a branded content video that I got asked to do by someone that I really admire, so that was awesome.
Kind of a mess back there. Oopsies. I gotta clean. Okay, so I have all of I'll just show you.
I don't usually use Post-it notes. That is a new thing that I just learned about, and so this is actually my first time trying it out. I don't know if I'll return to it. I usually just wing my scripts. Sometimes I write it down and then I remember what I wrote down, and sometimes I just go for it and improv until I find what I want to say. Anyways, that was my setup, getting the natural light and also my ring light.
Okay, so I'm gonna just record and then you'll see like a bit of me recording, but I don't know if I can even post this until it's live, but whatever. Release something as serious as just talk, be normal. What happens if you just talk and are normal?
I knew that I only had so much time to shoot the video, edit the video before my dog Casper was going to beg for a walk. If you have a husky, you know.
And then I edit
from the couch. Sometimes I edit from bed. Sometimes I edit at my desk. But for this moment, I was editing on the couch. I'm going to start trying to edit more on my computer than on my phone. But for the last year, I've been doing mostly my entire content studio just from my cell phone. Got outside to have a board meeting with our chief happiness officer of the house, Casper.
I owed him a walk.
And then I come back in, and when I came back in, it was time to shoot the other remaining of the podcast, and oh my God, guys. Everything I shot in this video, I didn't record sound, and so I had this whole podcast episode, 48 minutes, in the trash, couldn't use it, and I looked so cute, and I was so sad, but you know, it is what it is, you gotta roll with the punches, so I ended up having to re-record that whole episode at like 10 o'clock at night. I didn't end up going to bed until 3 a.m. this night because it was the longest day ever, and I needed to record the episode to get it out in time because that's just how scheduling works. You gotta hit your schedule. The last bit of content I needed to shoot for the day is that I like to promote the podcast by doing these scorecard videos, and so I'm creating a scorecard video for Rhode Island in Atlanta. So there you have it. It's a day in my life. It's me and my dreams, and me focusing on myself, and thank God for family who supports me and is all along for the ride on this. And it really is starting to feel like it's paying off. If you want more days like this, let me know in the comments and I will bring you along with me.